guys, welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Sophie and I run the small Etsy business Sophie in Somerset. I'm a traditional artist living in the southwest of England, and I turn my art into largely stationery based products such as prints, bookmarks and stickers. This is going to be a full-on weekend. It is currently Thursday the 30th of October. We're still in October, yes we are. And this weekend, I am going to be taking part in 2 online markets. I'm also going to be prepping for a physical market that I've got coming up in a couple of weeks. And I'm going to take you along for the whole weekend. So my plan is to start it here on Thursday. So I'm going to film the prep today and tomorrow. The first online market, which is the Eharts online Christmas market run by Emily Harvey for her Patreons. That runs Friday 31st of October till Sunday the 2nd of November. And then on Saturday the 1st of November, it's also the Christian Christmas Market, or is it the Christian Christmas Fair? I'm going to tag all the details down below, even though by the time you watch this the markets will be over, just so you can get information about the organisations and the artists that took part, in case you want to give them a follow afterwards, because of course our products are still going to be available even after the market ends. So that is on Saturday. So I'm going to take you along for the preparation and the markets itself, and then I'm going to share with you on Sunday how we got on. And also I'm going to be prepping for my physical market, which is going to be taking place on the 15th of November. So not next weekend, the following weekend. And it's the market that me and my husband are actually organising ourselves. So if you've watched my videos before, I documented the whole process of us doing our summer market, right from the organisation and all that kind of stuff to actually running the market. I'm not going to be doing that full run up again, because the organisation, the advertising, the getting the stall holders is pretty much the same as in the summer. But I will take you along for the market itself. So I am going to be vlogging that day, and I will be sharing it on the channel. So that'll be the next video after this one that you will see. I'll take you along on market day, and again I'll show you my stats. And as always, I'm completely transparent. I say how much I made or didn't make, so I can let you know. But we want to do the prep today or this weekend, because I'm away next weekend, so I haven't got time to do it next weekend. And also, when you're running the market yourself, there's a lot more to do in the run-up rather than just getting your own stuff ready. Anyway, I've only got 2 hours in the studio this morning. It's currently 9:15. I need to be out of here by 11:30, because I need to have a quick early lunch before going to get my little boy from nursery, and then he's got his speech therapy appointment. So we don't have long. So we need to crack on. Today I want to focus on getting some mystery bags ready, because ideally I need to get them at least one. I'm going to be doing a large mystery bag, and also I want to do a cracker style sticker blind bag or blind box, and I need to get those photographed ideally today. At least I won't be able to do the product listings, but I want to get them up on social media. So because obviously the Eharts Market launches tomorrow, so I want to get it out the day before as a product reveal. Anyway, I can't keep chatting, but there are some Amazon packages I just want to unbox with you now, because a lot of it I'm going to be using over the next couple of days, and then we will crack on. So the first box is something very, very exciting. I'm going to share with you later on today, because I've got a new photography setup for my products, which I really think is going to be a game changer. Recently, I shared with you that I'm going to be pivoting my business in the new year. So the end of this year is all about selling off stock, clearance sales, and all that kind of stuff to start afresh in the new year. So I really want to up my photography game for the second half of this year, but also to start afresh in the new year. So I can't wait to share with you those bits in here. Now, this is also something very exciting I'm going to be doing as a market exclusive, a face-to-face market exclusive. So we'll be working on this on Saturday, but these are, I think it shows it in the picture, little plastic corks with fairy lights that go inside bottles. We're going to be doing those on Saturday together. So stay tuned for that. These are my blind boxes that I'm going to be using for my sticker pack. So before I just had pick and mix bags for my mystery sticker packs, and I thought, what a great way to do my stickers for Christmas. I think they'll look good online, but also in my physical markets. And also I stuck my products in a physical shop. If you're new here, I documented that whole journey as well, so go back and watch that video. But I stock my products in a physical shop, and I just think these will be great for there. So I've got a whole watch of those. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I'm hoping these. Yes. So in here, I have got a load of. Oh God, can I pull one out? Yep. Paper bags, lilac theme, because if you know Emily Harvey, her brand colours are lilac and gold. So I'm going to be launching it at the Eharts Market, but I am going to keep these on my shop well until they sell out. Basically, I'm going to be doing big mystery bags. These are going to include notebooks, key rings, really, really cool. I'm going to share with you probably more tomorrow when we do the listings. There is a myth that says that you can't do blind or mystery bags on Etsy. You can, but you just have to be careful about how you market it, because on Etsy they have a rule that the buyer needs to know exactly what they're buying, so the seller needs to say what's in them. So, which I kind of, on the face of it, takes some fun out of doing mystery bags. But there is a way around it, and I'm going to be sharing that with you tomorrow when we do the listings. But today we're going to be filling them and photographing them. So I've got a load of those. Oh, I think. Okay, so this is some lilac ribbon, which I initially got for my Christmas decorations, which we ordered last vlog, I believe. Yes, we did the painting of the dove last vlog, and we ordered the Christmas decoration. I have them here. If you follow me on social media, you would have already seen this because I shared it in a reel, the unboxing. But I bought this ribbon to go in it, but actually the hole is too small, so we won't be using this ribbon today, but I will keep it back for a future project. And then, this isn't as exciting. This is just grey board for the back of my prints, and this is the paper that I use for my art print. So it's watercolor matte textured paper, 240 GSM A4. So again, on Saturday we're going to be printing off a load of prints ready for the in-person market. I won't be doing it for the online markets because I'll just print them to order if I sell any. So that is my very quick Amazon unboxing. Like I said, we only got 2 hours in here, so I really want to crack on. But I want to try and show you as much of the prep for these markets as possible. So we're going to be making up these mystery bags, kind of sorting through my stock, see what we can do, and also making up these sticker packs. There's a hell of a lot in here. I don't exactly know how many crackers are in here. 50. I don't know, should I make up all 50? Maybe I'll just make up 25 and then we'll go from there. On Saturday, I also need to be getting ready for my stock to redo my stock in Wells, which is the city in which I have my physical shop. I'm talking and getting ahead of myself. Let's just crack on and get on with these. Let's go through our stock, and then I will check back in with you to share my thoughts.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny.
So I'm currently on my studio floor. I've just laid out the 10 mystery bags. I'm really, really happy. I think I'm going to sell these for £10, which is going to be a really, really good deal. I'm going to tot up how much it would be to buy these products individually to show what a saving you're actually getting. But I've managed to work out that each bag will get a double-sided art print, a postcard art print, a key ring, a mystery sticker pack, a normal sticker pack, and then I think there's like 3 sticker sheets that you're also getting. Oh, and a notepad, which I think is really, really good value. So I'm really happy with how these turned out. I'm not going to seal them. I have got some stickers that I'm going to show you that I printed off to seal the bags. I think I'm going to do an additional sticker to kind of say exactly what's included. But I'm not going to seal them because I need to photograph them, and I need to photograph an example of the things that you could get in the bag. So this is the way round of doing it on Etsy. You need to show exactly, so all the possible options. So you are buying it with kind of knowing what you can get, but it is still a surprise. So I need to do that now, and I need to set up my new photography setup, which I'm really, really excited about. I need to have a little sort out of my studio to make room for it. So I think we're going to do that next, and then we'll move on to the Christmas cracker sticker bags. Yeah, I'm really, really happy with how I've managed to get those bags together. It's clearing out a lot of old stock, and also giving you guys a really good deal. So win-win. Okay, it's now 8 minutes past 11. As always, these things take a lot longer than what we planned them to do. However, I'm really happy with my little photography setup back there. I am going to leave it there permanently so that I can get consistency with my lighting, with my backgrounds, and all my photos. So I'm probably going to be, obviously, these new products will be having this background. But from the new year, I'll start to transition all of my product photos over to this new background. Really, really happy. I am going to link that down below. It's a really great find from Amazon, and if you did want to pack it away, it just folds back down into those boxes. It's got those clear plastic clips on the side, so I would highly recommend. Now you would have seen that I printed off loads of these little stickers that says goodie bag, and this is what I'm using as the seal on my goodie bag. You can see one that I've done behind me for the product photography. So as well as taking those photos, I have took some clips that I want to make into a reel, but I'm going to have to do that later on when I'm on the sofa. So I will insert that probably at the end of today's part of the vlog. Now we need to get on to the crackers that I showed you, these ones. It's all, like I said, it's already 8 minutes past 11, so I'm going to probably just do one, figure it out, the concept, how it works together, and I want to get 3 vinyl stickers in each cracker and take some photography and again some more clips I can make into a reel, and that's probably going to be it that I can get done today, because like I said, I am on a tight deadline. I have to be out of the studio by 11:30 to have lunch, then drive and get my little boy for his speech language appointment. So I do need to be out. But the other thing I want to show you is my Christmas tree decoration. You would have seen that I tested it out to see how it looked on the background, and I think it made it like really pop. So this is the lovely Christmas tree decoration. As you can see, it's acrylic. My little dove that we painted together last time. This is the size compared to my hand. I think it's a really decent size. I think next time I probably would go a little bit bigger, but I'm very happy. So they come in the pack, and then you just have to peel off the acetate on the top. And they do come with these jump rings. I'm not actually going to use these jump rings. I've got some really pretty silver thread that I'm going to hang them on. This is going to be a Saturday job to thread all these up. You can see it just glistens there. So that's what I'm going to hang them on. Really, really happy. It is only one-sided, but that means it's got a really nice white background to make the little dove stand out. I'm so happy. So these are going to be going live on the shop tomorrow, 31st of October. I do only have 20, so I am going to be taking them to my in-person market on the 15th. But if there's any left, they will still be on Etsy. So when you're watching this, if you want to grab one, if there are any left, they will still be on Etsy. If there's not on Etsy, then they're obviously all sold out. But I probably will. I'm thinking I'm going to make this an annual thing, so I'm going to restock it. If they go out of stock, I'm going to restock them again next year with an additional decoration. So that's a Saturday job to thread those up. So like I said, now I just want to crack on, get one of these crackers done, photograph it, get some clips. I probably won't chat to you again today. I'll check back in with you tomorrow morning when we're back in the studio. Tomorrow's probably going to be more of a computer day. I think the priority is to get all the listings on there. and make sure the market pages, I've got 2 separate market pages as well that I need to make sure is all up together before we launch it. So I'll walk you through all of that tomorrow. And then after that, we can make up the rest of the crackers, thread the decorations, do those glass bottles that I was talking about, all of that stuff that doesn't need to be done before the launch. So, yeah, I'll crack on and get this cracker done today. And then hopefully, I'm hoping I can manage to get little man back from speech and language without him falling asleep in the car and put him down for a nap here, because that means I can work on the reels. I'll insert the footage here after my little bit of talking now, if I manage to get those done. Just trying to keep him awake in the car, because if you are a mum, you will know toddlers, even if they normally have a 1-2 hour nap, if they just have 10 minutes in the car or somewhere else, they're done for the day. It's not enough to get them through, so they'll be cranky as anything for the rest of the day, but they won't go back to sleep. So going to be lots of singing songs in the car to keep him awake. Anyway, I digress. That is mum problems. So let's get on, make a cracker, take some more photos on my little photo setup, and yeah, I'll call it a day, and I will chat to you again tomorrow, and we'll be doing more prep for the markets. Good morning, guys. It is Friday, the 31st of October, aka Eharts Market launch day, and it's also the launch of my winter shop update. So my products are going to go live at 5 p.m. this evening. Market launches at 6 o'clock this evening, and then tomorrow is the Christian Christmas fair. Busy, busy, busy. So first priority this morning, it is 8:25 as we speak. My lovely hubby has done the nursery drop off this morning, so I'm in the studio nice and early, because again today I need to be out of here by 11:30. So we've got a good few hours. My first priority is getting my Etsy listings drafted so that they're ready to go live at 5 p.m. this evening. Market launches at 6 p.m. the Eharts Christmas Market. So going to get the Etsy listings done first, so that I know that's done, because yesterday we managed to get the one of the crackers done for the sticker pack, so I was able to photograph it. I did put those reels in at the end of yesterday's footage, so I did those. My little boy did have a tiny little nap, but it was long enough for me to get those 2 reels made and scheduled. So yeah, I've done all the product photography for the cracker and for the goodie bag, so it means I can draft the listing now. So then at 5 p.m. this evening I can just click publish and they'll go live on Etsy. So that's the first priority, so that I know that's done. And then I think I need to make a to-do list of everything else I need to do. I pretty much think, aside from maybe doing a couple more reels to schedule over the weekend for social media, I think all the prep for the online markets is done. Because as long as I can make up orders, I can print stuff or make things up as the orders come in. So then I think the online markets are done. So then it's just about then switching my focus to the physical market and make a list of all the stuff that I need to do. I'm hoping tomorrow when I'm in the studio, because I'm hoping to jump on as many lives over the weekend as possible, because both with the Eharts Market and the Christian Christmas Market, there's going to be Instagram lives throughout the day. I want to jump on as many as possible. So I'm thinking if I have jobs like making up the crackers, putting the thread through the Christmas ornaments, those kind of mundane things that you're just sat there doing, I could be watching the lives whilst I'm doing them. That's the plan. But anyway, there's no point me getting in the studio early if I'm not going to actually get on with work. So let's do the Etsy listings first, so then I know that's done, and then I'm ready to go this evening. And then I'm thinking, whilst I'm on the computer, I might start printing my art prints that I also need to package up for the physical market. I think that's what we'll do, and we'll go from there, and then we'll make a list. I love a list, as you know. So yeah, let's crack on. Okay, so all 11 listings are on Etsy now. I'm really, really happy with how they look. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 art prints. Most of those are like 2 versions, so one's an A5, one's an A4, except for the dove, which is a square art print. So there's only one of those. And then I've also got my acrylic dove hanging decoration. I have a digital download of a nativity activity pack, which we did together in an art vlog. I think that was the last vlog that came onto my channel. And then I have my mystery stationery grab bag that we made together. And I've called it the surprise sticker blind box for the cracker. Now, yesterday I was saying about how you've got to be really careful about how you do your listings for like mystery bags on Etsy. So if I'm just going to get the camera and I'm just going to flop it for you, just so you can see. So on here, so I've got all the pictures that I did yesterday. I've got it all laid out before I put them in bags, and I've got the options of the variants that can be in each bag. So yes, it is a mystery bag, but I'm saying exactly what it contains. It contains 30 stationery items, the items it contains, and I'm showing the variables. And then in the description, I put every bag contains 3 vinyl stickers, 4 sticker sheets, 1 notepad, 1 double-sided art print, 1 postcard art print, 1 sticker pack, 1 magnetic bookmark, and 1 key ring. All items have been randomly selected. See images for possible content. So people still know what they're getting. So they can't say not as described or not as expected, because they're seeing the options. And then also guaranteed value, you receive a total of 13 items with a total minimum value of £41.50 if we're sold separately. I mean, that's a massive saving because I'm selling these for £10. Obviously, these are just stock I want to get rid of. But I'm being completely transparent. So I took the minimum value, so like the cheapest key ring, the cheapest sticker, and that's the minimum total value. So again, just being completely transparent. And I've done the same with if I go back onto draft, with the cracker as well. Surprise sticker blind box. Every cracker includes 3 die cut vinyl stickers chosen at random. And again, I've shown the possible image variants of what stickers will be included. And then so I've shown what the sticker pack is when it's like flat, and then I've gone through each of the possible stickers that will be in the pack as well. So you'll only get 3 of these, but I'm kind of showing as much as I can the variants, and I've done the same down here. I said it's a cardboard cracker. It contains 3 vinyl stickers. You receive a total of 3 items with a total minimum value of £6. And I'm selling these for £4. So I think I've kind of done as much as I can. There is always still the risk that some person is not going to read all the information, but at least if Etsy then goes back in, they can see that I've done my best. I've also put stars on the ones that I want to be featured at the top of the page. So I've got these 3. So I've got my acrylic decoration and then my 2 mystery bags. And I've also got my journaling kit that's already live that I'm going to be putting at the top. I'm also going to be relaunching my gift sets. I mean, I never really took them off the site, but I'm going to be advertising them again. So if I go and show you section stationery bundles. So yes, I've got my Bible journaling one. I'm starring that one because, of course, with the Christian Christmas market, hopefully somebody would like a Bible journaling gift set. And then I've got my botanical one, I've got my book level one, and my froggy one, obviously, as well as the other bundles. I have streamlined my Etsy shop a little bit in preparation because of all the kind of like grab bag situation. What a tongue twister. So yeah, this is all the other ones that are currently still live on my site. I've left the autumn ones on there because you never know, somebody might still want autumn bits. So yeah, currently have 92 active products on my Etsy shop. There's going to be another 11 coming at 5 p.m. today. So that's done. Now I think the next thing to do is to make a to-do list of things that I want to get done for the rest of the time that I've got in here. It is now currently, what's the time down there? 9:53. So that didn't take me too long. I think what I'm going to do, because I want to do an unboxing of a gift set to show it in the organza bag. So I think I'm going to do that next, maybe. Or maybe I'll do the printing whilst I've got the computer on. Right, let's make a list and let's make a
launch of the Eharts Christmas Market, which is really bizarre that it's the Christmas market and it's Halloween, but there we go. The next Eharts Market is live. Hi everybody.
Hi guys, welcome to Saturday. It is the first full day of the Eharts Market and the day of the Christian Craft Fair as well. So this is the page of all the market sellers for the Christian Craft Fair, and we've also got the trestle page for the Eharts Market. Now for the Eharts Market, I didn't realise there's way over 100 sellers this year. I think it's since I've started taking part, it's the biggest Eharts market ever, which is great in terms of building kind of hype about it. Lots of people are talking about it online. I guess not so great in terms of the probability of actually getting sales because there's a lot more competition. However, it's community over competition. What I did is before this weekend, I did make a note of all of my stats going into the market. So followers on Instagram and YouTube and engagement on my Etsy site to then compare tomorrow. I'm going to compare it at the end of tomorrow on Sunday to see how much it's improved by. I can tell you already my Instagram has improved significantly. And this is what we've got to remember. It's not just about sales. It's about engagement, and these new people seeing your products, they could be future customers. So that's the Eharts market. For the online Christian market, I think there's about 40 sellers, so not as many. But again, still a lots of amazing small businesses on there. And that one's only one day. And it's not even a full day. It's like 10 till 4, I believe. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to switch the camera around and just give you an overview of what the pages look like. And then I'm going to crack on in the studio. It is, what time is it? 1:44. So I spent time with my husband and little boy this morning. I was jumping on and off Instagram on the stories and things. But my plan is to get my iPad out and hopefully play some of the lives on there so I can jump into some of the lives, because there's lives for the Eharts market and the Christian fair whilst we're doing work. So today in the studio, I want to package up the art prints that we printed yesterday. So put grey board on the back and put them into cellophane. I want to finish off the crackers. I probably want to make about 15 of those sticker crackers, maybe 30. I've got 50 crackers, but I'm not going to make up all 50, so 30 max. I also need to thread all of my Christmas tree decorations, seal all of my goodie bags, and get all the stock together for the in-person Christmas fair that I'm going to be hosting in a couple of weeks' time, and also the stock that I want to take down to the physical shop next week, so that tomorrow on Sunday we can focus on decorating these glass bottles, which I will be selling in person at the church event that I'm doing. Some of them are just going to have stickers on them, some of them I'm going to paint. So I want to dedicate all of my time tomorrow to that. And also tomorrow I want to sit down with you and share all the stats from the weekend and my experiences. So all the Monday monotonous stuff I want to get done today so I can focus on bottles and chatting to you tomorrow. That's the plan. Let me just show you the difference between the market pages, because I think it's quite interesting to see the difference. Just because it's an online market, you can do it very differently. So I'm going to show that to you now, and then we'll crack on for the rest of the afternoon. I'll probably chat to you again tomorrow. It's really dull and miserable outside, lots of rain. So I've got the light on, so hopefully it'll be light enough for you to see what I'm doing today. Okay, so this is the Trestle page. Trestle is the name of the platform that Emily Harvey always uses for all of her markets. So on this page, each seller, so there's different sections to this page, and you can choose what section you go in, and then each seller, all they get is this little square that we can choose an image, and then whether or not we're offering a percentage or whether it's a free gift. And then let's just use this one as an example. Down here, it will open up a little bit about that seller, some pictures, you can send them a message, and then here, like, it will have like their Instagram and stuff. Or if you click on shop now, it will go either to their website or their Etsy. So you see how art and ceramics, you can see how many people are taking part in this market. Beauty and well-being, blogs and digital downloads, books. And a lot of us, we do overlap into different categories, so you can just choose which one you want to. Last time I did have a go at going in the art and collectibles to see if it made any difference, because obviously you're at the top of the page. It didn't actually make too much difference, so I've gone back down into my normal stationery one here. So here's my one here. So you just go down and then it'll expand. So there's a bit about me and a couple more images there. Yeah, and then we just go down to the other ones. I will be doing my shopping on here this evening, which I'm very, very excited about. Now, if we go on to the online Christmas market, so this is the Meet the Sellers page. So you can see everyone who's taken part here. Now, the difference is Jordan, who has set this all up, she has sent us these graphics for us. She has created them from images that we sent, so we didn't have to come up with our own. Here's mine here. So some people are doing also in-person events. So this lady here is doing Cornwall and the online market, because there's one in Sussex, one in Cornwall, and the online market as well. So let's go on mine. But then also on this, you also get a full page, which is basically like your market stall. So there's a lot more information to sell, opportunity to sell yourself on this. And this is because this is the actual website. So it's actually the christianchristmasfair.co.uk rather than using Trestle as a market page. So you can see that's a massive image. And then I had the opportunity to write about myself, share information on shipping info and special offers. And then this button here will take you straight to my Etsy store. And then there's just like a product showcase on 4 different things. And then you just chat about some of your items there. Another product showcase, and then just a little bit that you can write about your inspiration. So yeah, I'm really impressed with the amount of work Jordan's put into it for us. It was quite a lot of work for me to have to set up this page, whereas Trestle was minimal effort. But it's quite good to kind of have that extra bit of information on you. This is the home page. So we've got the different online markets that's taking place. So if you are in Sussex or Cornwall, they're there in November. There is also, I don't know if I can find it on here, a raffle that's taking place today that I have.
How's everyone enjoying the Eharts Market so far? I hope you're having a great time.
Okay, fun fact, I've actually already filmed this clip 2 times before. First time I rambled so much that I started again. Second time I realised that my microphone wasn't on. Is my microphone on this time? Absolutely. Let's go. Before we start, my voice is already giving out because I'm on the back of the cold. Like I said, I've already been chatting for about 20 minutes and not recorded anything. Love that for me. So we're off the back of both the markets. It was very interesting as a Christian small business to be doing a Christian market alongside a non-Christian market and how they differ. So first of all, I'm going to say, if you are any type of small business, Christian or non-Christian, I would highly recommend doing an online market. It is a great way of getting yourself out there for extra exposure at minimal cost. The online Christian Christmas fair, God, it's a bit of a tongue twister, was £8. The Eharts Market was £4. Minimal outlay, a lot cheaper than doing an in-person market. I think my cheapest in-person market that I've gone to was about £20, but they can range 20, 30, 40, and into 3-4 figures sometimes if you're doing big events. So minimal outlay to get your name out there. I think online markets do require a lot of presence. You can't really just put yourself on there and expect to get sales. Some people will, but a lot of it is about engagement. It was quite interesting seeing the 2 different ways of marketing online and do the 2 different platforms. So the Eharts Market was the Friday 6 o'clock till Sunday midnight. The Christian Christmas Craft Fair, I thought it was only on the Saturday, and it was, the market itself was only on the Saturday, but because they host it on their own website, our details stay up there over the whole festive period. They have 2 in-person markets coming up, one in Cornwall and one in Sussex, and they will continue to market the online element and draw people to their website where they will see our details all over the festive period. So rather it just being that one day in order to make sales, I was thinking, I only had that one opportunity, but no, it is going to be spread over. Now, the con of that is that you don't have the same incentive to make the purchase there and then, so you're not getting those impulse buys. It's going to be more of a considered purchase. However, the exposure is longer. So that was great. The downside of Eharts is they use Trestle, which is an online marketplace. I think Rebel Jones also recently used it for her Rebel's second sale. So it's a great online marketplace, but it is only open for that specific time. After that time, the Trestle page closes down. You can't see all those marketeers. So unless you have followed them on social media, there's no way to go back. Obviously, there was a lot more people taking part in Eharts. There was over 100 different people. Although there was a good selection of different products and different kind of categories, that's a lot of marketeers and creatives doing similar things. Christian one, there was only about 40 of us, so not so flooded. There are obviously limitations at the moment. You can't go live on Instagram unless you have over 1,000 followers. A lot of us, me personally at the moment, I can't ship to the US and I can't ship to Europe because of the tariffs and also the regulations with Europe. So our customer base have really shrunk, and I think that's where I missed out on a lot of sales because I can't facilitate that at the moment. I am going to be looking to open up to the US in the new year, but Europe is still something that I'm really probably not going to be able to do, which is really, really sad because you lose out on all these customers. And even if you are able to ship to the US, like the tariff charges are extraordinary. And if you're having low price items like myself, where it's like stickers, sticker sheets, I mean, are you going to really want to be paying like 20 quid for a sticker? No. So, these things have an impact. And a lot of people were saying, especially I didn't really get much feedback from the Christian Christmas fair because they didn't have like an online chat or anything. But with Eharts, we have our own closed online chat. And the market was a lot slower. this year, a lot slower. People were really commenting on that. Sales were really hard to come by, and people, if they were getting sales, it was pretty much off their friends rather than kind of outsiders. Full transparency, I did not make a single sale over the whole 2 markets. Is it disappointing? Of course it is. However, I think if you are going to be going into these online markets, don't expect to get sales. It sounds really counterintuitive to say go into a market but not expect sales. Online markets is a much more about exposure. It's almost like, see it as paying for cheap marketing. You're paying £8, £4 for a really good marketing campaign. And I think that's what you have to look at it as, and that's what I look at it as. And so I took my figures on my socials on the Thursday and then again on the Sunday evening now. So on Instagram, I have gained 26 followers. I've only gained 2 followers on YouTube. However, I didn't mention my YouTube channel once, so that's that's a bonus. On my Etsy views, before, my average Etsy views was 11 per day and my visits were 3. On Friday, I had 39 views and 31 visits. On Saturday, I had 18 views and 14 visits. And on Sunday, I had 14 views and 9 visits. So average out about 12 extra views per day and average out 15 visits per day. I've also had 2 people click the follow button on my Etsy shop, which means they're going to be notified of any discounts or product drops, and hopefully they'll come back as future customers. So yes, it's disappointing we didn't make any sales. However, with the algorithm the way it is on Instagram at the moment, can you honestly say that I would have got 26 followers over a 3-day period had I not done the online market? No. And those 26 followers will hopefully be, future customers or future friends of customers, and who will share you and things like that. So you've got to see the bigger picture. It was very interesting though, as a Christian small business, comparing the two. So both of them pushed doing lives. Now, they asked me in the Christian Craft Fair if I wanted to do a online interview, and I said no, because I thought it would just be the lives like they are on Eharts. I did a live at the start of the year for the May one, and I mean, I can't say it's an enjoyable experience. I do see the point of it, and you obviously online is it the pro of doing in-person events, that you can just chat to people as they're browsing, you can give the story behind your product and things like that. And that's the whole purpose of lives on Instagram, to do that. As a shy introvert, I'd struggle with it. I really do. When I'm chatting here to you, I'm just chatting to a camera. I'm not imagining people watching it. It's very different when you see people popping up on the lives. However, the difference was I didn't fully appreciate it, and I think it's because I haven't been part of a Christian event before. On the Christian Christmas Fair, it was Fee, my lovely friend Fee, who I met at Big Church Festival, who is part of the Eharts family as well, who makes the planners for Coco, Natasha and Emily Harvey. She did the seller interviews, and it wasn't like it is on Eharts, like, these are my products, this is my business, please buy my products. It was, who are you? What's your testimony? How did you come to faith? And what is your calling? How are you making God known through this product? And it was so Christ-centered. It brought so much joy to my heart. And there was one company who actually launched at the market on Saturday, and they're called Prayerful. And I'm going to share more with them in my next studio vlog, because hopefully I'll have the product with me, because I listened to their testimony. And this girl pouring out her heart and sharing how God had put this calling on her life for this product. And I went and bought it straight away. And I ended up being their very first customer, which is a real privilege. And I can't wait to share their product when it's here in the next studio vlog. But that's what it's about. And obviously, as you know, I've been talking about pivoting the business. And I mean, to be honest, that's probably why I'm not that disappointed about making no sales. Obviously, I want to get rid of the products on my shelf because they're dead stock. They're not products that I want to be producing again. I need the money to pivot the business, but they're not products that I'm passionate about, that is going to push me to go on a live and talk about it. You know, if I have a product I'm really passionate about, that's going to be my drive to go out and tell you about it. And I didn't have that passion, that fire to do that. So I can't really blame anyone for buying that, because I do think you can tell. It's like when somebody cooks you a beautiful meal, you can tell when they put love into that meal. They always say that you can tell if somebody's made you a cup of tea and they've been angry, because you can feel the anger in the cup of tea. Maybe that's just a British thing. But I don't know, it made me really sure that I'm doing the right thing, and really excited to take part already next year, because there's so many things already that I want to do different. I want to take part in this Christian Christmas fair next time. I want to share my testimony, and I'm going to be sharing it with you in the next studio vlog. I'm so excited to finally share with you all of my plans for next year. So the next video that you will see will be the in-person event at the Christmas fair. By the way, I'm sorry that I haven't shown you decorating the bottles. I haven't shown you because I haven't done them. As always, overestimated all the things I need to get done. I did manage to get all the crackers done and things. But I will maybe share the decorating of the bottles either in some shorts on here or on social media, or maybe I'll just put it at the start of the next video. We'll see. But they will be at the in-person craft fair, and I will be taking you with the whole event. Obviously, it's the market that me and my husband organised, and I will share with you the stats. In the past, it has been my best seller. Like, I've made my best sales at this market, so I'm hoping that continues. Hope I can get rid of all this stock that I still have. And then in the next studio vlog, I'm going to sit down with you and finally share with you where this business is going. I'm so excited. But yeah, so I will leave you with, I would recommend doing an online market, but please use it as a learning event. You're going into this to learn. You're paying this money for really good marketing to get your money out, your message out there and products out there to people who wouldn't ordinarily see it, and see these followers as future customers. Go into it with a really positive attitude. Get involved in the community, and enjoy it for just being part of it, you know. So thank you for joining me for this weekend, and I am so excited for the next chapter in this business, and I can't wait to start telling you about it and showing you some of my sample products. I'll see you in the next one. God bless. I love you. Bye.